From the 5 Eyewitness News Studios, it's Twin Cities Live with John Hansen and Elizabeth Reese.
I love it. Woo!
All right, coming up, you're going to meet a guy who's going to show us a way to eat a plate of cookies that you're not going to believe. It's actually going to make you not want to eat it. It's all in the name of weight loss. I'm going to give you a little hint. It involves maggots. Yeah, that's right. Good reaction, guys. That was good. Guest uses the power of his mind to help people battle their biggest setbacks, like losing weight and keeping the weight off. Not easy.
Yeah, keeping the weight off can often be tougher than losing the weight.
Hard.
Yeah, he's a gifted hypnotist. He helps thousands stop smoking and lose weight using their most important muscle, which would be
the brain.
The brain. And here to show us some of the tricks of the trade is mind and body expert Mark Patrick joining us here.
Hi, Mark.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Nice to see you.
Great. Oh, wow, that's good to know. It can be done just all in the mind. And you use guided visual imagery.
That's correct.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, right now there's over 25,000 different diet books on the market. There's different diet products, infomercial products. You know, everybody goes on a diet.
We could list them for like an hour. There's so many.
On and on. You know, 95% of the people that go on a diet and lose weight, they end up gaining it all back. And why is that? It comes down to one thing. We are creatures of what?
Habits.
And behaviors. And when you're able to change your habits and behaviors, you're able to actually go out and do the different things. To keep it really simple, in the back of our head, there's a little thing called the reticular activation system, and here's how it works.
That sounds very simple, Mark.
It works like a magnet. Based on your beliefs or your identity, the way you see yourself, if you see yourself as a, let's say, a fit, motivated person, you're going to attract those habits, you're going to attract those behaviors. If you see yourself as unhealthy or unfit or overweight, you're going to attract all the habits in line with that. And eventually you'll go on a diet, you'll lose a few pounds, and you'll end up going back, gaining all the weight back.
Okay, but you have a trick.
Yeah, you have a trick. I mean, you brought some delicious cookies here. I really appreciate you bringing those to the show. I love cookies. I really probably shouldn't eat them.
Most people's perception of hypnosis is what they see on TV, people barking and clucking. But actually, your brain works real simple. It takes you towards anything it perceives as pleasurable and avoids anything it perceives as painful.
Yeah, cookies very
pleasurable.
On a dieter scale, cookie is what? A 10? You know, being a cheap food is definitely a 10.
Delightful.
So, can you give me just a little bit of permission to kind of change your perception of how these cookies look? It's called an eyes open aversion therapy.
I don't know how you're going to do that because they look good.
Well, what I did is I brought a few friends with me here. Okay, let's see here. These are what are called live worms, Mark. Elizabeth. I know you said you were a big fan of these, so what I'm going to do is dump these over the cookies. Let those spread out a little bit.
Where's Andrew Zimmern when you need him?
No. These are what are called sandworms. If you're a beach person, you'll know what these things are. They're kind of like worms on steroids. That's what they are.
Do they like the other worms?
I don't think so.
Mark, what do you think? You showed up on Fear Factor? What's the deal?
Well, and these almost are, they kind of are maggots, but they're what are called mealworms. So, and what the mealworms do is they kind of group everything together here. So
there's the one cookie still untouched, though, so that's pretty good.
Now, Elizabeth, you said you were going to eat one of these, right?
No.
Okay. Now, look. Let's say in the back of your mind,
oh my God,
you have this type of association. You know, you're not going to get sick when you see the cookies. What you'll say to yourself is, you say, "I'm just not going to be in the mood for those." Next thing you know, you're eliminating that behavior or that craving. It's that simple.
So you think, how many times do you have to look at this nastiness before you don't want cookies anymore?
Well, you know, that's one way you can go out. You know, I mean, it's just a matter. You know, most people when they go to a grocery store and they go shopping, they don't have a list of foods and say, this is my list of foods I'm not going to buy. They have a list of foods they want to buy because they have that pleasure association toward that. So this goes on all the time.
That stinks.
So instead
it does smell nice.
So instead of doing one more beer, just put worms on top of the bottle and you're good.
Or in the bottle.
Or in the bottle.
Okay. Man.
Some countries, they drink those.
Let's give this as a birthday present to our floor director.
Hey, our floor director, Kmart, it's her birthday today. I brought you some cookies. Happy birthday.
Bye, Kmart. Thanks for taking this away. Okay, so we want to talk now about, so that was kind of like your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the idea of knowing really what's good for you and what's not.
They're going nuts over there.
Don't worry, they're not coming to get you, audience. Let's talk about carbs.
Okay.
Why do Americans love carbs so much? I love them.
They taste good. They raise your dopamine and serotonin levels in your brain, which is the hormones that make you feel good. We are so obsessed with carbohydrates, from pizza, pasta, bagels, muffins. We're a carbohydrate society.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so we got some foods here that we showed to our audience before the show today, and they had to guess if it was high carb or low carb. So they have 5 different things here.
Yeah, but first, let's ask the audience. Audience, how did you think you do? Did you think you did pretty well on this quiz? Yeah? Guess what? You didn't.
You didn't do well at all. In fact,
No, you guys only got 1 right.
1 out of the 5 were right. And you had a 50-50 shot on all of them.
I know.
All right, so let's start here. Cheerios. Audience, yell out what you said. High or low?
Carb or low carb?
Sorry, it's actually very high. On a glycemic index, which is the way you measure carbohydrates digest and enter into your bloodstream and spike it up, it's a 74. Anything under 55 would be low.
Okay. All right, Splenda. Did you guys say
Sweetener.
high or low carb?
Sorry. Splenda contains 2 active ingredients in it. One is called dextrose, the other one is called sucralose.
Yeah?
On a glycemic index or a GI, they're a 90 and 100.
Okay,
which
that's
means
a little bit of a sham.
There is, I know. It's very, very high.
Okay.
Tombstone Pizza.
High carbs?
High.
Actually, it's medium. It's a 60 on the glycemic index, which is 4 points above low. However, if you want to sneak in some pizza, add a salad to it, and you can do what's called a combined number, and it's down to 32. That's a low glycemic.
Okay. Okay, so pizza good.
Bananas.
Bananas. High or low? High.
You're doing good. Wrong. Okay. We're consistent. Bananas are 51. They're very low glycemic. The best way to eat bananas is with no brown spots. Or put sugar spots in them. If you eat them, they actually have something in them called a resistant starch, which digests very slowly, has the ability to fill you up also. So they're very good.
I love bananas.
4 down, 1 to go. We said you got one right. Pretzels.
High.
Pretzels are high. They're 83. One of the highest glycemic foods you could probably put in. So,
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, definitely very, very high. An alternative to that would be almonds. They're a 0. So almonds are very good fats.
You eat almonds, don't you?
Yeah, I love almonds.
Yeah.
One of the best things you can eat are almonds.
I'm still kind of thinking about the cookies with the worms.
We can bring them
Like
back
you
if you
want
like.
No,
Yeah.
like I don't want them.
There's one right there.
So gross.
Oh, my gosh. She jumped
Mark,
earlier right
thank
before
you,
we
Mark.
came up.
Yeah, right.
My pleasure.
Well, if you want to see
Thanks,
Mark in person, he's hosting a series of seminars discussing weight loss, and they start this evening in Bloomington at the Park Plaza Hotel. And we have all the information on our website, so just go to KSTP.com and click on Twin Cities Live. Are you bringing worms and maggots to this
No
event?
worms and maggots, just
Okay.
all nice relaxation.
So don't be afraid.
While you're on our website, check out Mark's cookie recipe as well. We'll have it up there.